The abrupt dismissal of 35 KFC workers upon the closure of the Village Road store yesterday was a blatant disrespect of employees, the laws of the country, and the union. That according to Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union President Nicole Martin. Martin claims that Restaurants Bahamas Limited was in breach of the union's industrial agreement. The union president says not only were employees caught off guard when they showed up for work Monday to learn the store was closed, but so was Director of Labor Robert Farquharson, who was made aware of the situation only when contacted by Martin. And even though KFC officials say employees would receive severance packages in accordance with union agreements, Martin says employees up to yesterday received an envelope with letters and checks. We understand that employees did not sign for anything, there was no verification of what they were given, and there was no sign off by employees to say what they received, all of which Martin says are highly irregular. She says no effort was made to even reassign some employees to other KFC locations. Now we understand the union met with the Department of Labor and Restaurants Bahamas Limited yesterday, where they discussed the procedure that should have happened as the workers are represented by a union. Martin says all parties will come together for a follow-up meeting where they hope to tie up loose ends, but the date has not yet been determined. 75 Filipino and European passengers on the inaugural voyage of the Noble Caledonia Island Sky luxury vessel docked in Acklins yesterday, much to the delight of tourism officials. Neil Johnson is leading the expedition for the cruise liner. He says Acklins was their #1 choice.
Well, it's a remote and I understand an island that's not visited very many times by large cruise ships. So that was one of the reasons, because of the remoteness. We wanted to see the beauty of the island, we wanted to meet with the local people and to understand a bit more about your culture. We're very, very happy to be here and enjoying this wonderful welcome.
Minister of Tourism Obi Wilshcombe, who traveled to the island, said the potential for cruise business equals increased opportunities for residents.
No doubt they'll take from here indigenous artifact, they'll take from here indigenous handbags and hats, things that they will remember this island by. And the people coming out will leave with them memories that they'll never forget. And so they will appreciate it so much that they'll want to participate. So it's all a part of us becoming familiar with what is being demanded, the marketing that must follow, and how do we ensure that the people are ready to welcome large numbers of tourists.
Now, I know this is
Transport and Aviation Minister Glenys Hannah Martin is hoping that Bahamas Air and other private carriers would make more frequent stops to the southern islands. She's hoping to come up with a solution that would be a win-win for all.
And the more remote islands, they're not profitable, and so it's a mandate is on Bahamas Air to come. Bahamas Air comes here twice a week, and I've already heard people bemoaning the paucity of that airlift, and so we have to see how creatively to incite more airlift to this island, because with more airlift will come more movement that will facilitate more economic development. So that's something that I'm thinking about, how we can do it creatively without further burdening the public purse, and I'm thinking about it very carefully, how we can do this creatively. I hope to very soon be able to come up with some formula where we can, sort of incite new private carriers to come here.
The HMS Richmond, docked at the Prince George Wharf, is a massive vessel. The warship will be here for the next 3 days. But on Monday, Jim and Anita Swain got an up-close and personal look at what they plan to accomplish while here.
Not to be underestimated, the HMS Richmond is one of the most capable warships in the world. Its commanding officer, Robert Pedre, says he counts it an honor to command such a vessel. He says the vessel operates in counter-drug, counter-terror, and counter-piracy measures, one of which this country will benefit from its expertise.
To have discussions with your staff about how we can assist your defence force. As you know, we work hand in glove with the Bahamian Defence Force, and we're looking forward to sailing with one of your patrol vessels when we leave here to conduct some training, sort of counter-narcotics and boarding type activities.
Principal War Officer Paul Irving says this vessel is more than capable to respond.
Richmond, when she was built, was very much designed as an anti-submarine warfare frigate, so she's a specialist capability in that area. But actually, over time, she's become very much a general-purpose frigate, so every aspect of warfare that you can think of, we got some capability in that area, everything from anti-surface warfare to anti-air warfare, and then back to our specialist capability, as I said already, which is the anti-submarine aspects.
Chef Alex Howe deals with all aspects of making sure there's enough food on board.
Well, when we deployed, we took on an order of about £20,000. And that's probably like, we can stock our fridges up with about 90, 20 kilo bags of potatoes, 30, 15 kilo bags of carrots, stuff like that. The bulk meats in the freezer, so we do take on a lot. We have to store up every stop, since even in here we've stored up a little bit back in our fridges to keep the endurance up of the ship.
The Royal Navy sees itself as a force for good, and the crew of the HMS Richmond says it looks forward to giving back to communities where the need arises. Chiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.
Coming up in sports, will the CLB Caribs make it to the playoffs? You're watching First at 6.